Hello, and welcome back to Universal Tarot. I am your host, Lord Scorpio. Thank you so much for joining me, Aries, for another lovely reading. I have pre-shuffled the deck, and I have your spread laid out before me. Please, if you're a new subscriber, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for timely notifications. And feel free to like, comment, okay? And let's see. I guess we can go ahead and get into this. I have no announcements. Oh, happy birthday, Aries. Happy birthday to some of you Aries that are having birthdays right now. Actually, for the whole month. Why not? And, I won't be able to say happy birthday again for some of you May babies, but happy birthday for now, okay? And I will see you again for the month of May. So let's go ahead and get into this without further delay. For the first card, we're going to start with your love life. You have true love. You have express your love. And trust. So let's go ahead and find out what the universe is trying to tell you for true love. From what I see, some of you may feel that you've come in contact with someone that you're experiencing true love with. You may even be expressing your feelings. I feel that someone is either putting on an act to get what they want, or the person that you're crushing on, that you feel is your true love, I feel like this person could be acting like they're your true love as well. But it could be an act to get what they want. Okay, so the situation can go vice versa. Or from what I can also see is that there is a person you could have your eye on that is somewhat have characteristics of a chameleon. And what I mean by that, they're able to transform. They're quite a transformer. And what may appear to be a true love component may just very well be a person of great potential, okay, that everybody may think is their true love or soulmate or life partner or husband or wife, because this person is made of so many great qualities that it's hard for anybody to bypass them. So your emotions may be playing a little, like your mind may be playing a little tricks on you, or your emotions may be playing a little tricks on you. Okay? Because it looks like you're going to have to awaken to the truth and what has transpired in this situation, and understanding the polarities that are at place in this relationship. Okay? Some of you are attracted to people that are completely the opposite from you. It may appear that you have many things in common, but what you will start to awaken at is that you are attracted to someone that doesn't think or act like you as you thought they did. Okay? And this is why someone is either crying over spilled milk, nagging, complaining, or acting uninterested. Okay? There's a bit of self-identity that needs some clarity. Someone is unaware of their self-identity. The third chakra is popping up, the solar plexus. Okay? And there is a need for balance with your wisdom. Some of you need to become a little wiser, or becoming wiser at why maybe your suitor or partner is not as interested as you, or vice versa, because I really feel like these are two opposites are attracting, and maybe there is an attraction here, but it's so opposite that it's causing stagnation and turning the other partner off. Okay, what once may have seemed like something inspirational is turning into something indecisive. A fight with personal power. I feel like some of you feel that you're confused with the confidence to win this person over versus the reality is you guys are completely the opposite, and this person may not be attracted to you. Some of you guys are not accepting no for an answer. Moving on, express your love. You feel that you need to try harder. You need to express more. Maybe this is vice versa. Maybe you feel like your partner is trying to express their love more than ever. And they're giving more. Maybe even taking you, splurging more on dates. Many ways than one. Expressing their love. They almost feel like they have to convince you, or maybe you feel like you got to convince somebody else. But the reality is the inner battle is with oneself. Whoever this is that feels that they need to go above and beyond with expressing their love for the other person. There was no movement. And because of that, someone starts to jump to conclusions to try to figure out why isn't their love offers being accepted. Some people have a false identity with entitlement. Just because they think they deserve it, they earn it, they think they're supposed to have it. And the reality is they have a grand scheme, grand idea about how they're going to win this person over. But the reality is this person is not interested in the offer. And what someone may think will bring them victory would bring them some disappointment, because you guys are completely the opposite. Maybe completely the opposite of what this person is looking for, or maybe you feel the same. Moving along, trust. Okay, so there is faith that is being called forth in this situation, because some of you are starting to feel like you've wasted your time. But God is telling you to trust this process. Understand and know. Okay, there's things that you need to understand and know about this situation. Okay, the universe is saying nothing is wasted because you've learned some lessons. So stop looking at it like, complaining and crying, like, I should have had a chance. It should have been like this. It should have been like that. And actually look at the lesson, because there's a lesson to be learned, so you don't continue to repeat this cycle. Because it seems like there was some addiction, some things that were holding you back, and some things you were holding on to that actually brought you failure. Okay, and it looks like you experienced failure in more than one department, in your love life and also your work environment, because it's coming up as some type of specialized affiliation or classified group has asked you to commit yourself, but something came up where you weren't thinking with a clear state of mind. You weren't in clear thinking. You weren't as committed as they had wanted you to be, and I think you got dismissed. And it looks like maybe if you had a few partners, it seemed like you failed because you could have been committing yourself to the wrong things, and everybody became aware, and maybe got turned off from you, or maybe vice versa. Okay, and some of you feel like you wasted all your options, and you're like, what the hell do I do? Some of you are afraid that you don't have any more options, and God is saying you'll have more options to come. Just get yourself together, because at one point you had the Nine of Cups, and now you're in some type of power trip, like you're scared to lose your last coin. You got one last coin to hold on to, and it looks like you're holding on to that for dear life. So it looks like somebody you ain't trying to let go. You're trying to hold on to them for dear life, because you seem like you're losing everything around you. Like there's failure, like the boundaries or the walls you built to block people out and keep people in. It seems like they're coming crashing down. Could have been some false dreams, false hopes. Looks like some of you are going to be facing some reality during this time in your love life about what you've created, what you've been building your hopes and your fantasies around. It looks like you guys put yourself in a disposition, and you have the ability to cut yourself down. Okay? because the King of Swords is sitting right here next to the Hangman. He knows exactly what is keeping him in a disposition, and yet he has a sword to cut himself down. Okay? And when you do that, I think there will be better options that will open up for you. But if you want to remain stagnant in a disposition because you want to hold on to things that God does not intend for you to have at this time, or that you're refusing to let go in order to grow, it looks like your fortune is going to be stagnant as well. When you stay still, so will your fortune. I feel like some of you are dealing with a bit of karma. You guys don't know how to move on. Let's go ahead and move on to your general reading, Aries. Peacock Spirit saying, let it shine. Okay? Some of you guys are ready to shine again. Some of you guys went through what you need to go through in your love life. Some of you guys are ready to spruce yourself up and get out there. Some of you are feeling renewed after a time of loss. And you're in high spirits, good hopes. But then you're back to feeling insecure. So while you're shining, some of you are still having a hard time keeping your shine going because you're thinking about the emotional loss or what could have been. Some of you are afraid that you'll never be able to receive happiness. Some of you are afraid that it'll be a long time until you're able to shine again because of this loss. Some of you feel like you'll never be the same. Some of you guys feel regretful. Some of you guys feel... I feel like some of you guys are not happy with your options right now. I feel like some of you guys haven't completely lost everything, but whatever you have, you're still unsatisfied with. And that's the point of you crying over spilt milk. Okay, so some of you guys, God is telling you that self-identity keeps coming up. And know your worth has come up. Some of you guys are refusing to go within. And every time it gets deep, you guys are acting like you want to bail out, like you want to jump ship, like you've had enough, but you just won't go within. You keep manipulating the situation, refusing to meet new people. Or if you are refusing to look at yourself, you are going out and meet new people, and you're manipulating them, getting them to go along with your plans. Because you're refusing to do the inner work before moving forward with someone else. Some of you are afraid to move forward. Too insecure, and every time you think about it, you just don't want to because you feel like it's just not good enough. Some of you are moving. Some of you will be actually moving this month or during this time. You guys are going to be moving, possibly making a decision to move forward with someone that does know your worth, that has put up with your manipulation. Okay? And I feel like you keep manipulating people and they're seeing right through you and they keep leaving you. And that's what's facing you to know your worth. Some of you just won't get it until you get it. Some people think that they like some either you or your partner does. I mean, not even them. This is about you now. This is general. Some of you are manipulating people in the real world and thinking people can't see past that. Anyways, some of you, again, the cards are suggesting in your general life, do some research, gain some knowledge and wisdom at this time. Because there's a need to slow down and be careful of what you're negotiating. Because some of you can be trying to negotiate more than what you're capable of providing, or more energy than you're willing to give. You need to pay attention to your health right now, because it looks like you guys are just overwhelmed and you guys need to slow down. So, I feel like some of you guys are just talking, but nobody's hearing you. And that could be how you feel, like nobody's hearing you. And it's making you feel overwhelmed. But God could be saying, pay attention to the red flags, okay? Slow down. Stop for a moment, okay? Really think and be careful. Slow to speak at this time. Really go within. I really feel like some of you Aries need to go within. You need to accept what you cannot change. Some of you feel like, if I can just say these words better, if I can say something different, if I can apologize, if I can stop, okay? Get a little self-respect, okay? Peace is within you, okay? Do a little peacekeeping. Keep some peace to yourself for yourself. Chaos has already come to order. The universe is waiting for you to get in line. Okay? Some of you are having law issues right now. Or some of you guys are having to govern a lawsuit. And you just want the well-being of the whole. I feel like you guys have some anxiety and some fears and some just a lot of stuff in your head. You're in your head right now. So much so that you're worrying yourself to death. Because there could be a negotiation regarding a lawsuit. And it seemed like it could be approaching too fast. But gain some knowledge on this lawsuit. May not be as bad as you think. Or maybe you can maneuver it in the right direction before it does get out of hand. Use wisdom. Moving forward, nothing. Some of you feel like you wasted a lot of time in your life. You wasted somebody else's time, and you led somebody into, or yourself into, legal issues that you feel that you should have knew better than. Okay, this is the opportunity to wise up with this Libra full moon. You're going to be balancing polarities, extremities, extremes. One end of the spectrum from the other. And whatever is too far reaching out of grip, you will be realizing what steps need to take to center yourself and achieve what is achievable in your life at this time without overexerting yourself. Okay? It's time to face yourself, because you can no longer hide from yourself. And you can no longer lie and hide from the people that you're trying to convince of who you are, who you think they think you are. So nevertheless, Aries, I wish you peace and love.